The most prolific strategy game is back. Sid Meier's Civilization V, and we here at Aspyr are bringing it to a Mac near you. Civ V is a great game with hours of gameplay, so to help you get familiar with gameplay and get you eagerly anticipating your Mac version, we wanted to walk you through some of the features of the latest Civ Mac. The first thing you need to understand is the main game screen. You will be playing on the main map, which shows everything in your empire, including your cities, units, and discoverable territories. Undiscovered areas are covered by clouds, also known as the fog of war. You can send your units to explore new areas, revealing the territory underneath. There are different ways of moving around the map. You can click on a spot in the map to center the view. Left-clicking and dragging is another way to move around. Left-clicking will also let you select menus, cities, and activate your units. You can then use the right mouse button to move them to a desired spot. In addition, you can zoom in or out using your mouse wheel, or by clicking page up or page down. Finally, you can use the mini-map on your lower right to move quickly to further territories without having to scroll over the whole map. Left of the mini-map, you will find the option to toggle between the normal and strategic view. The normal view is the one you are seeing right now, which showcases the expanded visuals available in Civilization V. All new to the Civilization franchise, players can now choose Strategic View. Strategic View presents the game in hexagon view, looking much like a board game. The view allows players to view their empire in a cleaner, simpler fashion. Strategic View also offers the option to enable different overlays, making it even easier to find what you need. Above this, you'll find another button that enables the Map Options menu. The Map Options menu allows you to choose if you want to view the recommendations of your advisors, the resources and yield icons of each tile, and the hexagonal grids. Having the hexagonal grids displayed may help some players calculate distances, although others might prefer the look of the map when this option is turned off. On the top left, you will find the info panel. The default view shows you the icon of the technology you are currently researching. If you hover over this icon, it will give you more information, such as the amount of turns left for its discovery, or the units or buildings it will open. If you click on it, a new menu will appear, where you can choose what technology to research or to open the technology tree. The technology tree gives you the most comprehensive information regarding your scientific progress. It shows you all the techs you've discovered, the techs you are currently researching, and those still undiscovered. You can also hover over particular technologies to find out more about what they have to offer. Now back to the main screen. If you click on the flask icon, you'll open a new menu. The first option hides the information panel, which is useful if you want no distractions. The next button opens the research info panel, which we've explained. You can gain access to the unit list panel by clicking on the button with the shield. In this screen, you can get a full listing of all your units and their status. Here, you may also select and activate them. Similarly, the city list panel will list all of your cities, giving you access to them with a simple click, instead of having to look for them on the map. Now let's talk about all the menus on the other side. The button to the far right will take you to the Diplomacy Info panel, where you can contact other civilizations or city-states and check on ongoing scores of the game. You can click on the Diplomacy Overview button to gain access to more in-depth information about other civilizations, such as the amount of food they are producing or their overall progress. The button next to the Diplomacy Info panel button will take you to the Advisory Council screen, in which you can review helpful information from your advisors. We will talk more about these guys later. The following button gives you access to the Social Policy screen, which shows you all the different social policies you've acquired, how to gain access to new social policies, and the benefits that each policy supplies. You can also check the amount of culture you're producing, the amount needed for the next social policy, and your progress towards the Utopia project. If you click on the scroll icon, you'll have access to yet more options. The first and second buttons take you to the tech tree and to the Diplomacy Overview, which we've discussed. Click on the button that follows to access the military overview, where you get a full listing of your troops and relevant information, such as their combat strength or their health. On the bottom of this screen, you can see your progress towards acquiring a great general, something we'll talk about later. The economic overview displays a list of all your cities, what they are producing, and all their different outputs. They also show you where your money comes from, explaining your income and your expenses. The victory progress screen shows you how you are doing in all your different paths toward victory. We will talk later about how to actually win the game. The next button will show you the demographics screen, in which you can compare some of your civilization statistics to other civilizations. Here you can see who's the best and worst civ in many different areas, such as literacy and GNP. Now, if you were busy fighting barbarians and you missed one of the pop-out notifications on your right, you can check all the previous notifications by clicking on the next button. They are arranged by turn in which they happened.
With your location and found a new city.
Advisors have played various roles in the Civilization series, but they are back in Civilization V and can help tremendously if you are new to the series. You can turn them off if you prefer, but you may want to utilize their expertise while you get started. You have 4 different advisors, each providing a specific area of expertise. An economic advisor who provides advice on building and improving your cities and territory. A military advisor who provides advice on all things war-related. A foreign advisor providing insight on exploration and relations with other civilizations and city-states. A science advisor providing advice on science and technology as well as general game rules. Now, if you are a pro and you get tired of these guys popping up in the middle of the game, you can always turn off this feature by simply going to the Map Options menu and disabling this feature. So we've just explained the HUD, and in the process we've talked about things we didn't end up explaining fully, such as social policies or diplomacy. We will talk about these features in videos that follow. So stay tuned to your GameAgent Story YouTube channel to learn more about Civilization V Mac.